Okay, so this is kind of I guess the outside tour. This is our neighbor dog. And you were asking about the what was around the garden area here, and of course it is the bricks like you suspected, so they're not all there, it just needs a little bit of work. And then behind this wall, you were asking about what was behind the wall, and you know, it's just not a whole lot. So again, this is something that we might need to think about fixing. And going back into the backyard. Of course, the shop, back of the house, and as you can see, the AC unit is pretty new. Apparently this and the hot water heater were both replaced about the same time as they did the roof. All the brick along the back of the house and the sides and the front, everything looks to be in good shape. You were asking about the patio. Good sized patio. I didn't measure it, but I'm thinking we're probably looking at about probably close to 15 feet by square. Maybe closer to 13. I don't know. But right around there. And so you can see that it's old. It's an older slab, but it's still in pretty good shape. So we could maybe put a cover over this area and have a nice patio. And then of course, with these big trees back here, those are, it looks like, on the neighbors, on the back end neighbor's lot. But I'm not exactly sure how this is set up. Looks like there's a little tributary or something that goes back down through here in the back. But there's a big, what about maybe 12 or 15 foot area here where it's just trees going down across here, and then lots of shade for the yard back here, and of course it shades that building, and so again, that gives us a lot of good you know, it'll kind of help keep the cost down and keeping it comfortable in there, which is a good thing. There's that shed that you're asking about, what was in the back of the building. So that's what's in the back of the building. And then here you got a little bit of firewood that's left over. I assume it'll still be here. Who knows, that transmission or rear end might still be here too. There's nothing much back in here. This is the inside of that shed. But obviously he had a nice upgrade when he went to this other building. But this building is definitely a higher dollar building or an older building than what your dad had originally said. This building also has a drain in the center of the floor, and that drain comes out right in here. So there's good drainage even inside the building. You know, you can kind of get a feel for the size of the yard, and I think it would be a little bit, maybe when I'm about 10 years older I might want something to ride on, but right now I think if we just had a self-propelled type lawnmower, it would be sufficient for our needs. And then of course you see here, going to be needing a little bit of paint, and maybe even replace a little bit of this wood here on the sides, because you know, it's just been there's a little bit of rot there from all the rain and everything. but it's not bad. And coming into the garage, this garage area, I was thinking about moving this workbench, but it looks to me like it's tied into the studs. so this thing was placed here to stay, and so it probably will. There'll still be plenty of room for me to have my tables set up in here, and I'll probably work against this wall over here, and then have another wall put in just maybe around the end of where that shelving is right there. So I'll have a good sized studio in here, and then leave this whole area open where the double door garage is, where we can have our storage, and maybe like we were talking about, possibly eventually have a little RV that we can put in there. But don't know just what the situation will be as far as how much she's going to take out of here, but hopefully most of it. But if she leaves some of the trashy stuff, I hope she leaves the good stuff too, because I could definitely find a use for some of this. I looked up in the attic. It doesn't look like the attic is insulated. Can't tell about the walls. I would assume the walls are, but it's hard to say. I'll probably know eventually if everything works out on this house. But and the last thing I'm going to do before I leave here today is go out and get my tape and just measure off the inside of this building, because I'm not really sure how big it really is. So we'll figure that out. After I do that, then I'll be finished here for the day. Then maybe I'll go find something to eat, and from there see about an insurance agent. So that's kind of where I'm going at this point.